The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Mayfield. Touchdown!
Cade Otton.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go, here we
First and 10 at the 19.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A first carry for Rashad White.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of play.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best on that play?
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. That's a screen pass, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. There he goes.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I wouldn't.
On his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Bell.
And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Got.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
On 1, ready?
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
The gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Gun. Stop. Ready?
Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, you drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hey, 133. Hurry. 180. Stop.
Once again, it's Irving. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try it now with Irving. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
20.
Throwing, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Big. Stop.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle, here's Pirine. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
The Bengals will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Bengals 19. Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. To throw, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 47 yards. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to Brown.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night what's going on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Baker.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Mayfield.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mayfield.
Going up top. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So this one is...